in his home where he comes from. He cannot get youthful supporters to act as his bodyguard. He has to import them from another part, another constituency. What am I trying to tell you? I'm trying to say that anyone who's playing this game thinking that the rest of the country is blind to what is happening is fooling themselves. You are holding on to something that has actually gone. It's like holding on to smoke. The moment the law was pronounced and you were told this is what the law says, and you happen to be the Speaker of the House that makes laws, you are compounding a problem that already exists, and you're compounding it for yourself. Because what you've then done, you have removed any doubt from our minds as to who you actually are. You have removed from our minds completely anyone who has disobeyed that code of order. That's what they've done for us. Down the line, not in the future, in the present, the precedent that you've set is that other people can now be lawless. And you have an entire generation of very youthful people who haven't fully understood the consequences of lawlessness, but they do understand that when you do the things you do with your impunity, they suffer. Their lives are made much worse. And they have been reacting. So, the question you asked, has the president been said? Oh yes. This particular cheese moved. We are not where we were before the 25th of June. We are in a completely different dispensation. And if someone thinks that we're exactly where we were before, they are wrong.
They are. I'd like to sample some of the stuff that you all are saying online this morning. My take says, well, the ruling came too little, too late. It says that its timing is suspect and only meant to achieve a certain objective. And only simpletons can't see such games, but we moved on. Okay. Eric Awar says, Wetangula actually showed the proverbial figure to the court. Essentially, whatever you guys say really doesn't matter. Leo says, Wetangula will do anything and everything that will ensure that he retains both seats. Cause relinquishing one will mean failing with the power that ensured he garners the seat to be the KK Speaker. Whoever believes that the Kenyan MPs needs to have their head checked. He said, trusting someone to lead is madness on stilts. Okay. In China, Waikito and all corrupt big fishes would be counting 10 calendars in prison. Their properties would now be frozen. It's here that we seem to have an issue. Doesn't that seem to be the sentiment, however? But yeah, you can say whatever you want to say, but it seems like the expected outcome will be one that is ignorant, or deliberately ignorant of what courts have to say.
You know, there's something called social engineering, where you sit down and you're supposed to think about what kind of society you want to have. Japan did it, China does it, the United States does it. Kenya does it, but without the plan part. We engineer our society on purpose.
The cases. Several I profile cases that were withdrawn by the ODPP. And we went to, we gave a statement, we went to court to say, give us the reason why we withdrew these cases. And that has not been adjudicated yet. So ODPP must be responsible for what they do. IEBC must be responsible and say, do these institutions work for us? Because if somebody has been said to have stolen money, which is Kenyan's money, and then you as IEBC approve for them to go to the ballot, then who are you working for? Who are these institutions working for?
However, what's the place or position of citizen agency?
Happen to their own children. When someone else is in power and they refuse to obey a court order, they have not considered for one moment that their lack of emphasis on their own standards of living